These teams are already winners, but they definitely want the Brazil Claudette.
Mm-hmm. Or at least one of them does. Perk choice looking pretty standard. All 4 players running Bond, all 4 players running Balanced Landing.
Very interesting. So our last match will be played on Coal Tower. We had 3 survivors spawn together. No offerings were used. These are the spawns that Behavior finds suitable for the game. And these survivors are going to be banging out this generator before MarLins can even find them.
This is, killers are overpowered, by the way.
MarLin unable to find anyone with whispers before the first generator pops in the match.
So this is a 4-generator game, effectively. No resources have been used. Nobody has been found. We see some scratch marks here, and he hears the repairs going on upstairs. But this was a 4-generator game. Something is not right here. Vaulting the window.
Vaulting the window.
Has he seen the survivor yet?
No
He's
one
mind
actually
gaming
ran
himself
upstairs.
He's infiniting himself on the coal tower.
He expected the natural habitat of the survivor to take them through the coal tower window, but actually
MarLin's
no one
so
took
used to EU survivors. This is not. He was not conditioned for top level DbD gameplay.
Here we have another 3
This is a
survivors.
3-generator game. No resources have been used. He's finally found Dr. Myth.
First survivor in a chase, Dr. Myth, running the killer around, hasn't had to use anything, running over to the other 3 survivors working a gen.
He could have landed a lunge on him earlier at that window, but he's given that up. He does land the chainsaw inside the shack, though. Dr. Myth took a risk, and it paid him off with the basement hook. Don't believe the shack pallet was dropped. He's using the drop tech. For those of you that don't know, you maintain perfect acceleration after a melee attack. Max, there is no acceleration if you're carrying someone to land a melee attack.
Tries for the sandbag, actually ends up saving Night's Light.
They're gonna have to leave the basement here, otherwise Myth is dead on that basement hook. It's not camping if you're fucking running into his face around the hook here. And the basement tampering is pretty large. Usilis is on Dr. Myth PhD's team, but he's still not leaving the basement, giving the enemy team the opportunity to unhook. He's running into the basement.
And
dodges the chainsaw.
Doesn't go for the save.
He doesn't. What is happening?
I'm confused. What happened?
Alright, I guess he just wanted the stairs.
No,
he wanted the stair style. Balance landing it up.
He got the 32 basement
Brazil
points.
shirt is mine. Nightlight going down. Usili's finally managing to save. MarLin could drop Nightlight while he's carrying him down, but he isn't. Makes him whiff a hit. Nightlight needs to fucking book it. He's gonna face a hit though.
We have a group.
He lands the unhook. Points per minute going up. Jesus fuck.
My goodness.
This is a goddamn bloodbath.
Half of each team on the ground now. This is turning into a basement fuckfest at its finest. This is something you see in solo queue, something that you normally see with We're Gonna Live Forever. However, that perk is not allowed.
The farming session, man. They're growing blood points in the basement. This is like what my fucking rank 20 games look like when I play killer. This is disgusting.
MarLin's leaving.
But it looks like
the
they're
basement.
finally going down for the saves. I wonder
Both
if
fighting
the
for the
pull
saves.
a body block on an unhook. Nope. Looks like they're each getting each other's teammates. Going for rubs. I'm assuming there's no terror radius. Someone's leaving the basement.
There was no terror radius. There is now.
Oh, we might be able to get a sandbag play on Nightlight in the basement. We do have 2 members of the opposing team, but MarLin is completely ignoring the survivors.
This is going to be a sandbag.
They're working the gen in the killer's face. Ooh, Velorces jumps in the locker in front of MarLin.
And he misses the
Whiffs the
chainsaw.
chainsaw. Perfect time. He goes back in. He goes back in. That's
Crazy.
the worst
Ends up
possible play.
They
But it
all
works.
they all end up making it away from the basement flare.
Jesus Christ, June
No one
2016,
goes
here we
down.
come.
No one goes down. MarLin's still in a chase.
This is some Shelter Woods shit. What the fuck is happening?
Running
Dude, he
the
landed
L-wall,
the
T-wall.
timing. This is just T-walls. I mean, he landed the timing and coming out of the locker perfectly. That mind game is entirely in the killer's favor, but he managed to pull it off. And then he jumps back into the locker, the worst play he could have made afterwards, but it still worked. Because MarLin's bamboozled. He's like, what the fuck's going on here, man?
Ulysses gonna be able to make it to the window, jumps through unharmed. Billy is now forced the vault. Sandbagged.
Ulysses is on the shaft end for once. He does eat a hit because of that window block. Very, very good play.
Nightlight ends
By
up
gods of
following
DbD.
through with the sandbag. Ulysses is going to be on the hook now. This will be his first hook of the game.
This is his first hook. Yeah, yeah. As much as he was in the basement, he was never on the receiving end of the axe play. Oh, Claudette's gonna eat a snipe from the tower there.
Nightlight ends up going down after getting that save. Gonna be replaced on the hook. And that's gonna be the final hook for Nightlight. Locks themselves in an animation. Lines himself up for a Billy cross-mat grab.
Uh-oh.
Dr. Myth getting
Nightlight
the killer's
is
attention.
dead. He has time to make it to this pallet.
And
He
eats a
mistimed
chainsaw.
the drop! He delayed his drop! I don't know if you saw the animation there, but instead of doing the animation where you drop it as you're running, he performed the animation where you drop it if you're standing at one side. So his delay caused him to take the slow animation and allowed him to be hit through the pallet.
One
He
down
is gone
on
from the
each
game
team.
now.
Ulysses and Velocres are the only ones left.
Velociraptor, you said?
Yeah, Velociraptor. All right.
This is playing out rather interesting. Now
Ulysses
I wonder if they're
gonna
in the
fake
territory.
window, ends up spinning around, goes back through the window. MarLin hot on his tail. Can't figure
Pressure's
out
on.
which side.
He's got it figured out.
He's gonna
He's got
vault the
MarLin figured
window.
out.
Ends up
He
missing.
does
the hit.
make it. That was some really good T-wall play on Ulysses' part. He managed to win out on that mind game.
Now, during all of this, Claudette is not doing anything, not working on generators.
No points being generated for Claudette. That is a huge time lock. I wonder if it would be a strategic victory for Ulysses to go down now and then take the death so he can have more points per minute, because he is not... Well, okay, he is generating points during this chase, my bad. If he dies now, that would honestly work out in his favor.
It
And MarLin
definitely
is picking him up.
However, it gives the opportunity for Velociraptor to be able to escape on his own. A big 5,000 bonus, possible 7,000 bonus if he takes the hatch.
Ulysses is in death hook. This is his second hook, so he's in
Second
struggle
hook,
state.
Going to have to go for the save here.
99% generator. Dude, when I said
Knows
June
where the
2016,
hatch is. That is a big amount of information in this situation. Gonna go for the hook. I, at this point, would be running into the basement, leaving scratch marks, and then trying to make sure that Ulysses was the one who didn't come out.
Never know with the basement, but it looks like Billy is on the other side of the planet and he's still not going for the safe. Here we go. He's making his way to the basement. Oh, he's been spotted from the hill. He doesn't have to save now because he has been spotted, but he's going for it anyways. He needs those points, or wants them. It looks like he is going to eat a chainsaw because he is the injured survivor in this case. Spinning out of his mind, but yeah, your camera doesn't do shit for Billy boy. Back hook treatment. But this appears to be his first hook.
First hook of the game for Velociraptor. MarLin now trying to find the Nia, who is
Smoke screen. Literal smoke screen. That would hurt your face.
definitely shouldn't be possible. However, Nia, not caring about her looks, just shoves her face in the fire.
In typical Nia fashion. He's injured. He doesn't have to go for this unhook, does he? But he's doing it. He wants those points.
I'm not sure.
Balance landing?
I don't think he saw where the hatch was. However, Velociraptor knows where it is.
Uh-oh, he's ending up behind our raptor friend. Those fucking skinny dino legs are really paying off. Rolling around at the speed of sound. He's just crawling towards the hatch, but maybe he doesn't realize it.
MarLin, not afraid to slug a survivor.
I think he just wants to skim more with, but it's within his options to do that.
Yep, you can definitely.
Kind of sacrificed his balance
on
landing. He spent the balance landing on the tread and not on the ground, so he did face a stun and lose out on most of his speed burst. Not that it mattered with where he was running, but yeah, he is using the hell out of that coal tower mind game.
It is.
That's not bannable, is it? He did use it twice in a row, did he?
I am not at liberty to say. I'm not the one to judge on it. However, I know if I was killer, I would be very frustrated at this point.
He manages to actually redirect the killer around that vaults into him, however. He did slip between the crate and the wall there, which is another technical infinite, but I don't even know. Are we getting into that? And maybe not with Bloodlust. I don't know, dude.
Either way,
I don't think we'll have to take that one to the judges.
Either way, MarLin is able to get all 4 survivors, no matter the window usage. MarLin, however, does not know where the hatch is, but is still able to find Ulysses hiding.
He found the hatch. He did find the hatch. Perhaps it would have been better to crawl to an area of the map where he would have been able to wiggle out. Okay, so as is saying, 3 vaults is where it's infinite abuse. So for all you players out there, if you vault the infinite 2 times, don't feel bad, because guess what? You're not abusing anyone.
Now, how many times have we seen the shack window 3 vaulted, Flare? Is the shack an imp?
we're keeping an eye on it. We're keeping an eye on it.
All right.